Hey guys, HP5 Freak here, doing another on camera. So much for being rare, right? Basically my regular camera that I film on is downstairs, and I don't want to go downstairs and get it, so you get a very tired me. It's probably about 20 to 1 at this point in time, so technically it's not Tuesday in my time zone anymore, but it is Tuesday somewhere. I got some things to talk about and some things not to talk about, but one thing is, been playing with boxes of crayons lately. I love crayons. If you follow me on LJ, you'll see that I posted a story about crayons last week, and it has me thinking a lot about crayons. Everybody has a crayon story, whether it's how you like to color things when you were a kid, whether, the smell of crayons reminds you of something else, whether it's the first time you bought a box of crayons for your kids. Everybody has a crayon story, and I would love to hear them. Seriously, I'm not joking. I love crayon stories. I love to hear what people think about crayons when they see them. I told one on my LJ about a box of crayons I had when I was younger, but I'll tell you guys also another story. Excuse me. A couple Christmases ago, I was watching TV with my mom, and it was like 2 to 3 weeks before Christmas, and I saw the neatest thing ever. It was this crayon maker. You take all your old broken crayons and you put them into this machine, and the light heats up. It's kind of like an easy bake oven, but for crayons, you put them in the molds and they come out all swirly and everything. So I must have looked pretty freaked out about it because I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I didn't know that my mom had already planned to buy one for me for Christmas. I was living in my house when it happened, so I was at least 30 years old when I was excited about crayons. So that's my second crayon story. So aside from crayons, a lot of the stuff that I either had to show or whatever has either been sent off or I can't show yet. So I'd like to talk about some other things. First of all, this fabric. I bought this gorgeous fabric probably a couple weeks ago from Joann's. It was like on the clearance rack, and it was very obviously the only one left of its kind. I wish I thought to look at what type of fabric it was. I didn't think that far. I thought it was pretty, and I took it up to the cutting place, and I asked them how much there was. They said it's like 3 1/3 yards or something like that. Don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I have it, and it's pretty. It's kind of bronzy, and it's got shimmer in it, and it's kind of looks crushed, and it's a bit stretchy, but not super stretchy. Gives a little, but like I said, don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I like it. I am all caught up on Project To Do, at least until Open Gem releases the next pattern. Teasing teaser of a tease. I took these to work the other day to show off, and quite impressed some people. And one of the other things that I've been working on lately, besides crafting, is I work in a public library, and one of the things is we have a decent sized local history and genealogy collection. And so I've been doing some training down there, and a few weeks ago when I first started, I decided what better way to train than to start tracing my own family history, kind of for the fun of it, figure I could learn how the databases work and how to find stuff by using information I already had. Turns out I had a lot less information than I thought I had, because now I have this is 2 binders full of family history. I found a lot on both sides of my family, and it's funny because I don't live in I wouldn't say I live in a big town. Peoria is about 130 people, 30,000 people. We have a lot of things here. We're kind of central to other locations, but like we don't have a lot of mass transit. Like I maybe see 4 or 5 cabs a week in the downtown area. But maybe that's because they're not yellow like they are in the big cities. There's some mass transit, but there's not, it doesn't go necessarily everywhere in town. But from most of my friends that I talk to, unless they live in a legit big city like you see on the movies where, Godzilla's come to tear them down, New York, Chicago, something like that, most people think 130,000 people is huge. But anyway, what's funny about my city is apparently my ancestors really liked it because on my mom's side, at the very least, all of them came over in the 1840s to 1850s, and they've stayed in this town. On my dad's side, they came in the 1880s and 1900s, and they stayed in this town. So I'm anywhere from a fourth to sixth generation in my city. I'm both annoyed and relieved because it means I can find the information faster, but it also means that I can find the information faster. And one of the things I've been doing with the information, since they're all here, is I've been doing what I call cemetery tromping, and I go to the local cemeteries with an idea in mind of who I'm looking for and where they're supposed to be buried, and I go and take pictures of my adventures. It's been kind of fun. I've explored most of the cemeteries in the area, only because I've got relatives buried everywhere because they came here and never left, literally. But anyway, so that's what I've been working on, and I hope in the next couple weeks to have something of more interest to you guys. I will say that I'm gearing up for Deathly Hallows to come out in less than 48 hours. I had a book club, well, not a book club, I had a paid discussion tonight where, people were supposed to come and see me and my mom talk. If you came to Terminus a few years ago, it's kind of the same discussion we did there, and about the only people who showed up were people from my book club. But that's okay, because we had a good discussion, it was fun. And other than that, I think Saturday I'm leading a movie discussion. Again, that should be fun. I'm probably going to be completely wiped by then. So, other than that, I don't have a lot to talk about. But remember, guys, tell me your crayon stories. That's kind of what I'm looking forward to, and that's actually why I'm willing to get on camera again to have you guys tell me your crayon stories. I want to hear, like, what's your most what's the one thing you think about when you hear the word crayons, or you think about crayons, or you open a box of crayons? What memory does that stir within you? I don't care if it's, looking at a fabric that is crayon based. Just tell me a crayon story. That's like what I want to hear. And if you want to check out my story, you can go to my LJ. Like I said, I think it's unlocked. I don't have any reason to keep it behind bars, and if it's not, I'll unlock it. And that's about it. That's 8.5+ minutes of me rambling, and I'm not even going to bother to cut anything out of this. I'm just going to post it, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.